Hi, I'm Bob Ichino, and I want to thank you very much for downloading this special report, which I really think you're going to like. We've worked very hard on these three stocks, and we think they're going to grow, not just this month, not just this quarter, but exponentially over the coming years. Stocks like Live Nation, which we think will burst out of the pandemic with people really wanting to get out and experience things they've been missing through the pandemic. And even if it doesn't, they're already at the forefront of other kinds of entertainment, the kind of things that people need, whether it's social distance, at home, in cars. They're at the forefront of this stuff. Teledoc, TDOC, which is also at the forefront of telemedicine. Where else would you want sort of disruption to be but in medicine? Hospitals, doctors' office, through no fault of their own, are places where you get exposed to things that you otherwise wouldn't be exposed to. And doctors say 95% of doctors' office visits can be handled through a video conference. So we think not only are they going to continue to grow at the pace that they have been in terms of their stock price, but we think it could be a $700, maybe an $800 stock in the next few years. PayPal has been bursting out for a long time. They are the most trusted name in the future of money, digital money. Now, they don't have a currency themselves, but they have more people trusting their name than any other in terms of online transaction. Some 54% of people all the way back in 2016 abandoned online transactions because PayPal wasn't involved. They've got an over 80% loyalty factor, very, very strong company going forward. There's still a huge swath of the population that needs to embrace online. The pandemic has sped that up, but there's still a big portion, not only in the US, but globally. PayPal's at the forefront of this. And then our two bonus stocks, Uber, which is a verb. That's one of the reasons I like the stock. That particular stock has become a verb, like Google or like Netflix. Uber is now a verb. People Uber places. That's always huge for a company in a market that's still growing. Again, crushed by the pandemic, but they're also at the forefront of one of my favorite technologies, self-driving cars. And again, if you're worried about being contaminated by this virus or any other, where would you rather be in but a taxi service or a Lyft sharing, a ride sharing service that doesn't have a driver? They're at the forefront of this. Granted, it's a few years down the road, but again, this is an overnight stock for us. This is something we're looking to perform years to come. They haven't made money. They had problems with their old CEO, but the new management team is fantastic. And in the future, they're going to make a lot of money if they get self-driving ride sharing down, and they're in the lead in that. And then lastly, Velodyne LiDAR, VLDR, which is a company that used to be, it was actually acquired by a SPAC, a special purpose acquisition company called GRAF. G-A-R-F was their ticker symbol, now trading under VLDR, Velodyne LiDAR. LiDAR stands for light detection and ranging, and it's a big component of what? Self-driving technology. And Velodyne is one of the biggest ones on that. So these stocks, these three picks plus the two bonus picks, which is Uber and Velodyne, are stocks we think are going to perform in the long term and exponentially grow, not just in revenue, but in profit and in stock price. So take a look at the report, read through it. If you have any questions, reach out to us. And also, if you like this kind of stuff, you might want to consider becoming a member of the Stock Think Tank, where we actively manage a portfolio that you can follow, and we give you not only the stock picks, but where to get in, where to get out, where to take profits, where to cover small losses, and a risk management component of the Stock Think Tank as well. It's been called an instant hedge fund by some of our members. So take a look at that. We'd encourage you to join that as well, because now you have an actual portfolio, not just 3 to 5 stocks that you can kind of rely on to grow over the next 5, 10 years, but an actively managed portfolio. You can check out our performance. We've been killing the market with this particular product. And again, a risk management component that tells you exactly how many shares to buy. We tell you what price to buy them at, what price to stop yourself out at, what price to take profits, and we do actively manage these particular picks. So check that out, the Stock Think Tank. And again, thank you so much for becoming a member of our growing community. I look forward to personally interacting with each and every one of you.